Hey everybody, I want you to head down to teespring.com and check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of Bondy's merch.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another Queen Sugar review, y'all. Let's just get right into it. So this is the continuation. The mill has been burned down and Charlie is distraught. Okay, she's sitting with Micah in front of the mill and her boyfriend comes over and puts his hand on her shoulder to show support. And you can just tell she is wore out. Charlie has done everything she can to try to make a way for herself, and now they have burned down her damn mill, okay? So Kiki, Micah's girlfriend, shows up running into the arms of Micah. Oh my God, I thought you were. And we're like, you care now, huh? Because you ain't care before, but all right, sis, we see you. Then speaking of sisters, here come Nova. Nova's running in. Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay? And Ralph Angel is already there. And he and Charlie both are looking at her like, bitch, you got your nerve coming over here. Okay, she says she heard about it because Micah called her. The fireman comes out and says that there was a lot of accelerant everywhere and that they think it's arson. The police are going to get involved, but somebody set this fire. This wasn't an accident. But I'm like, child, we already knew that between what happened at the diner and what's going on with Ralph Angel's reentry program. We knew that this is whoever is doing this to everybody. And of course, everybody thinks it's the Landrys or the Boudreaux. But in all honesty, this episode, we find out that we're not too sure. This can be a third party that we don't even know about just yet, or we haven't really been introduced to, because they all think that it's whoever is involved with the old world power company that wants to drill and do fracking in St. Joe. Just polluting the dirt, polluting the soil. This bitter once fruited bears. What good is a love that no one shares? I'm sorry, y'all, but the Mickey Howard, This Bitter Earth came into my mind when we were talking about what they were doing to the earth, okay? And if my life is like the dust that hides the glow of a rose, then somebody tell me what good am I? Oh, Lordy. I'ma stop. But that's just how I feel about it, because I know some of y'all don't like the singing. Some of y'all be like, you sound good, but I'm here for the commentary. And it's like, bitch, but it's a show. Like, I'm putting on a show. It's not like you had to stop for a whole fucking musical, bitch. I don't be understanding people, y'all. You're giving them everything that you got, and they still complain. I just can't. Charlie turns to Ralph Angel and says, let's go. And Nova is like, wait, don't you think we should talk about this before we do something rash? And Charlie turns around. You ain't got no right to say that to me. And there is no we. Okay? Pissed. Okay? Just pissed. Pissosity. Aunt Vi is at the diner nursing a little tea. Or some pie. Whatever she was. Hey, Sam. I didn't call you here for the pleasantries. And we like, what's going on between Aunt Vi and Sam? Y'all, I don't know if this was pointed out last season when I wasn't paying attention, but it seems as if Aunt Vi and Sam Boudreaux, or Sam Landry, whatever his last name is, have had some dealings in the past, because she says she's calling in that favor he owes her. And he says, come on now, Vi, you know I would never do something like this. This not even my style. And she like, it may not be your style, but whoever you working with, it's theirs. And you better figure this out, okay? I'm calling in that favor. And he like, I'll do my best. And she like, no, don't do your best. Do it. I say, I need to know what Aunt Vi got over old Sam's head. Was y'all in love as teenagers before she met Jimmy Dale? Tell us the truth, okay? Tell us the truth. Charlie goes to see Frances, which is Sam's sister. Okay? And y'all know she talks all that shit to Charlie about how they have a sisterhood, but really deep down she's racist. Okay? What that was last episode or the episode before when they were talking and she was like, she couldn't even come here and clean. You know what I'm saying? Like making comments like, she's so full of herself. And when I tell y'all, Charlie gave this white lady the reading that we all want to give a white lady who feels like this about us. We all want to read you down and tell you how depressing and regret past and ignorant and outdated and irrelevant your ass is. Like, we all want to do this. So we were living for Charlie in this moment. She walks into Frances' office and she asked Micah to stay outside. And I was like, oh, bitch, you reminded me of the Players Club. Whole list. Don't let nobody come in. That's how I felt, y'all, okay? So she walks in and Frances is like, oh, Charlie, I'm so sorry about what happened and we're going to fix this. And, you know, it's about the sisterhood. And Charlie says, girl, cut that bullshit with me, okay? Cut that bullshit with me because I see you. I see you. You claim to love St. Joe, but you're going to let them people come here and put poison into it. All right. And that's when she gets upset. She's had it up to here. You ain't going to talk to me like that, gal. Okay. And you know what they call you, a gal. I'm a girl. Yeah. Yeah. It's like the same thing as calling you a boy. Okay. y'all got the racial tension in the room right up around here. Ugh. She says she does care about St. Joe and she loves the sugar cane. That's her favorite part. Because once it's processed and purified, it is white as snow. Okay? And she's like, oh, there we go, Miss Racist. There we go. Come on now. Be the real you. Be the real you. Charlie says, so that was you? You sent your son after me to flirt with me and all of that? Frances says that wasn't her. Her son is weak, just like her brother Sam. They don't mind muddying up the bloodline, but they always come back. She said Charlie ain't nothing but a mulatto trying to be white. I said, girl, bye. Charlie may be a lot of things, but trying to be white ain't one of them, okay? I mean, if she half, what am I trying to be, bitch? The fuck? Yo, Charlie calls her blind, basic, outdated, and irrelevant. And the look on her face showed she was hurt. Okay? Frances says that she didn't burn down the mill, but she's glad because somebody needed to knock Charlie down a few pegs and put her in her place. Charlie says, why even do all of that fake sisterhood shit with me? And Frances says, I did it for the same reason you did. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. It is the art of war. It's like, all right, you fake ass Suzanne Sugarbaker. All right, girl. The fuck? Charlie says, I almost feel sorry for your outdated ass. But you know what? I don't. Almost. But I don't. Okay? And then she walks out and she gets in the car with Ralph Angel and he's like, I got it all. They taped everything that she said. And in all honesty, I don't know why they thought they were going to be able to get some type of real proof from her. It's obvious that she didn't actually do it. But I would damn sure put that recording out into the press. Darla calls Ralph Angel once she finds out about the fire. And he doesn't answer because he is talking to Deisha. Y'all, I got a name. Okay? Deisha. I still won't call her Round Brown with her little cute self. Okay? But she's talking to him about the reentry program and how he has to go and have this meeting. And it's just a lot right now. The fire, there's a lot going on. And she's been so supportive. So right when they about to lock them luscious lips, here come Darla running up all like scattered and shit. And Darla is really going through it. Everybody finding out about Darla's past, that her job has really deeply affected her. And she asks how he is, how Charlie is, you know, just worried, but still having this look of love and hurt in her eye when she sees Deisha. And Ralph Angel introduces them and says that this is, you know, his lawyer and his friend. And she's been helping him out and everything. So, you know, they're cordial and it's cute. And Deisha was like, I'm going to just give y'all a minute. And Darla was like, no, I'm about to go. It's okay. I just wanted to check and make sure that everything was okay. And then she leaves. And the look on Deisha's face was like, like, girl, you had him, you lost him, and now you want him back. You around, and now you're feeling sad. I don't know why I was beeping those words out. That last one wasn't even a curse word. So because none of the family is entertaining Nova, she calls Prosper and talks to him about the family shunning her. And he don't really want give her no words of encouragement. He wants to talk about the part in her book where she talks about her daddy burying something in the field after those men said those terrible things about, you know, molesting Nova at the store. And she's like, you know what happened? And he was like, yeah, your daddy wasn't burying a body. He was burying his anger. One of the men came on the land with the intention of hurting you, and he beat him almost to death. But then he heard your mama singing to Ralph Angel, who had woken up in the night, And he brought him to the hospital instead. He came home and took all his bloody clothes and the bat he almost beat the motherfucker to death with and buried that under the ground in the land. Okay, they talked a lot and he know about it. So Hollywood comes home and Ivy is so happy to see him. And he's like, you all right? What you need me to do? And she's like, I'm just glad you here. She said she cooking dinner for everybody because everybody need a little comfort. So that's what she cooking. Ralph, in his interview with the council over the reentry program, Lord, that shit stressed me out. Like, Lord have mercy, it stressed me out. Because as soon as they present the evidence that the guy who was arrested on his farm has been a model citizen and the police officer who arrested him has a shady ass past and that bus is up for question, then they bring into it that the mill has burned down. So now Ralph Angel is going to take a financial loss and they need to think about how that is going to affect it. So they don't even really give him a chance to explain further. It's just like, okay, we're going to deliberate and let you know, Ralph Angel. All right, thank you. Good day. Good day. Good day. Good day, sir. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So Ralph finds Charlie at the diner trying to calm the farmers down, but they have had it up to here. It's been so much that's happened, and now they feel like they've taken a loss they won't be able to recover from. And one of the ladies is like, what about you, Ralph Angel? I know you didn't been hurt over there. You still had Kane to mill. And he was like, yeah, I lost something, but I'm trying to keep my people working, you know? But they giving up. Prosper said he'll try to talk to him, but, you know, they just really not trying to hear right now. And really what it's going to take is for Charlie to just get everything together and figure out what it is. She going to have to climb up on the other side of this on her own, and then everybody going to come back. So Deisha comes to the family dinner with everybody to tell Charlie that she has to prove that Francis was in cahoots with whoever it was that burned down the mill, and that recording isn't enough. Charlie is like, okay, well, maybe we can do this and maybe we can do that, until all of a sudden she's like, just stressed out and having a panic attack. And Aunt Vi is like, baby, it just burned down 24 hours ago. You don't have to have all the answers right now. This is for comfort. So sit down now so we can eat. So she sit down and they say grace and they pray and they eat. And it's the moment that they needed, but the idea that Nova wasn't there, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, Nova somewhere by herself all sad. And she is. She picks up the phone to call Calvin and cries on the phone to him about how she done lost her family and how Charlie and Ralph Angel looked at her like she was a stranger. No, not a stranger, like I was an enemy. And she's just breaking down on the phone. And Calvin is like, just breathe, baby. Just breathe, okay? I'm going to find my way I'm going to find my way over there, all right? So he's going to take this hour and a half drive from Baton Rouge to the city. And Ivy is getting into bed and she prays to God to look after Charlie, Micah, Ralph Angel, Blue, Hollywood. She don't know what she did to deserve him. And then she prays for this stubborn ass Nova. Prays that God does something so that she sees what she's done, but also protects her. So the love is still there. I'm gonna get over this eventually, but it's just hard for her right now because this really affected her. So y'all, Calvin shows up to Nova's and Micah shows up not long after he gets there. And Micah's like, yeah, you the cop, huh? And he's like, I'm the ex-cop. And then Calvin excuses himself to go take a phone call on the back porch. And Nova is like, go ahead, say what you gotta say. I can tell you got something to say. And he's like, are you really comfortable being with a cop, a white cop, somebody that was okay or stood by as black and brown people like myself got accosted and abused by police officers? Like, you okay with that? And Nova is like, I know him and I know his heart. And Micah is like, yeah, okay, whatever. I guess. So after they sit down to eat some of Nova's greens that have seemingly gotten better, she asks him, have you done this? And he says, no, I have never used, more force than I should have used with somebody. And then she asks, had he watched other people do it? And he says, yes. Yeah, I have. And I'm not saying that to excuse it, but I'm saying it so you can understand what it's like to be in it. And I was weak. I was a coward. And she was like, well, your past is never going to go away. It's always going to come up and be something for us to have to talk through. And he says, I don't regret my past. It made me the person that I am, and it led me back to you. I said, oh, y'all really trying to be in love over here, huh? You a better man and everything? Okay. Ralph has to tell his staff that while they're on review, he can't keep everybody. And it's just very hard for him because everybody's upset and they like working for him. So they not even happy about possibly getting a job at another farm. They want to work there for Ralph Angel, but he hands out the checks. This is just another knockdown for them. Like, everybody is getting knocked the fuck down. And it's just very sad to watch. Okay? I'm starting to feel like Queen Sugar is like Good Times, where you just never get a happy ending until the very last season and the very last episode. Okay? So Charlie tries to get some rest, but to no avail. Okay, and this is one of them times you, his homegirl, had a vape pen or something, because goddamn, she was stressed out. She ended up going back to the mill and trying to clean up, but it's like, girl, there ain't no cleaning that up. You're going to have somebody come in here and just redo everything. You ain't going to be able to clean that up on your own. But she's sweeping and finds her Queen Sugar sign and just breaks down. And then she hears a car door slam, and it's Sam Landry. Boy, what the you want? Like, of course, that's how she feels. And he says he came to give his condolences from one business owner to another. He would never do something like this, and he would never physically try to hurt her family. He would never do that. And I'm like, so when did Sam get all soft to the borderline women? when did he get all soft to the borderline women? Okay, this is a new Sam I'm seeing here. Okay. And she's like, you and your family, y'all don't know the meaning of the word respect. Because he said, he was there to give his respects. And she says, especially not Francis. And he's like, I told you not to mess around with my sister. Okay, he knew his sister was racist is what he was saying. Okay, like I might be one thing, but I ain't that. Okay, prejudice, not racist. She says she knows Francis has something to do with this. And Sam says that he promises his hands are clean and he would never do this. And she don't believe him. She don't believe him, but I'm starting to believe that there's a third party, y'all. So Ralph and Dee should have a romantic dinner so he could thank her for her being there for him. And he's just talking to her about how he thinks that her life is, lucky because she's been able to accomplish everything. And he just keeps getting all these setbacks. Maybe he's just cursed. And then she tells him that she'd only been breastfeeding her baby for a couple of weeks or a couple of months or something like that when her baby daddy disappeared on her. And she was in the middle of law school. So she had a lot to accomplish and she was so tired trying to take care of that baby all on her own. But you know what? She pushed through. And she kept pushing until she made a way for herself. And he would do the exact same thing. So she's encouraging him. And he's tearing up and crying. And then she sat on his lap and kissed him. And I was just like, ooh, la, la. Girl, I wanna you. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep going back to that sex scene on Boomerang with Robin Givens and Eddie Murphy when she was making that nigga toes curl. So anyway, he wakes up in the middle of the night with a phone call from Darla. Darla is having a hard time, and she wants to know if he's okay, if Blue is okay. And Ralph says, yeah, everybody all right, we good. But he just kind of laughs about how Blue is growing up right in front of his eyes, And I'm just worried about Darla, y'all. I'm really worried about Darla. Charlie's boyfriend comes over to her house as she is pouring her a glass of wine, trying to get her mind right. And he comes in with the piece of paper. He didn't find out that she killed 2 of her workers during that hurricane when she wouldn't let them leave early so that they can catch a ride. And we all knew that this was going to happen eventually. And she's so beaten down, she can't even fight him back. And he's like, is this who you are? And she says, yeah, I guess it is. And so he just drops the paper and walks out. So I'm like, well, I guess that's over. I guess that's over. So y'all, ever since Kiki thought Micah might have died, she's realized that she loves him and she wants to go to prom with him. And he's like, all right, well, I'll get a tux and you can get the limousine, pick out the colors and all of that. And she's like, yeah, but we need to talk about plans for that night. So basically, she's trying to give the V. She's trying to give the V card up to Micah. And I'm like, girl, if that's what you want to do. Because last episode, you was acting like you ain't had no time for him. And now you want to give him your V card. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But Okay, Kiki girl, if that's how you feel. Anyway, y'all, that was Queen Sugar. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Love y'all. Have a good day. See you later.